Hello and welcome to Real Watchers Movie Club. My name is Garrett,
And I'm Kevin.
and we are your hosts. Movie Club is the show where we pick a movie every week and discuss it just like a book club. On today's show, we are covering the apocalyptic comedy film This Is the End. Our thoughts and more are coming up on Movie Club. Released in 2013, This Is the End was directed by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and stars Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, and James Franco. While attending a party at James Franco's house, Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, and many other celebrities are faced with the apocalypse. The film currently has a 3.2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Before we dive into our thoughts, though, we do want to issue a spoiler warning for this movie. I mean, I feel like most people have either seen this movie or know of it, but still going to give you a spoiler warning. We are going to talk about what happens in this movie, the ending, and all those kinds of things, so we don't want to ruin it for you. So make sure you check it out if you want to, and then come back here. But stay tuned to the end of the show to find out what we're covering next week, because it's actually kind of perfect for a movie coming out on the day this releases. Alrighty, Kevin, This Is the End was your pick. Why the heck did you pick it? No, I don't mean that in like a pointed way. I'm just asking.
No. I didn't take it like that. No, I remember really enjoying this movie when I first saw it, so I wanted to kind of see if I still enjoyed it while doing another little rewatch. It's been like 10 years since I've seen this movie, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's been quite a long time since I've seen this movie too. I have not reviewed it, but I have seen it, so this was kind of a chance to finally get my thoughts down on paper.
And I think we have kind of similar thoughts that I was looking through your stuff. So
I think we're on the same, pretty much the same page here. And I think if my memory serves, I think this will be the lowest rated movie that we've ever done on Movie Club.
Yes.
Like average between the two of us, which is really interesting. Doesn't spoil anything. It's not. We're not saying it's a bad movie by any means, but like you'll see what we mean when we get to the scores. But let's go ahead and dive into this movie. I think this movie was a lot better when I was the high school age there, whatever that when this came out.
Yes, exactly, and that's what it is. It's high school humor in this, and it is still funny at some points though. Like it's just stupid funny though. It's not like your Napoleon Dynamite kind of thing. I think I'd rather watch this than Napoleon Dynamite. I feel like, but
yes.
it's really weird how they use their real names first of all, because that threw me off when I was watching. I was like, wait, his name is Jonah Hills. Why are they just calling him by his name? Like kind of a situation. But I got to learn. And I was like, okay, that's actually pretty funny because it literally looks like this movie is made with friends and they're just having a blast making it.
Yeah, I literally think that the entire goal for this movie was we just want to make a movie as ourselves and be in on the jokes about us and not really. I mean, there is a point to it, but not really have a point.
No.
They just want to make a movie about themselves and trying to survive a bad situation. And on that front, it's a mixed bag because I think when it does focus on them together having fun doing their thing, it is funny and it does, and that is probably the better part of the movie because it is making fun of celebrities and how they are like.
Yes.
They're just genuinely making fun of themselves, which is great. And all the other celebrities are too, but when it focuses on the apocalypse part of it, and that's when the movie just doesn't do anything.
That's when it kind of takes me out of the movie too. I mean, you have the horrible CGI monsters that come in. The one that comes inside of the house and starts attacking the main character doesn't look that bad. So I was like, oh man, maybe the CGI isn't that bad. And then they step outside and you're like, oh my gosh, never mind. Like it's pretty bad.
Even the shots of like when they walk outside, they see like the hills on fire. It looks terrible. Like even at the time, it didn't look good.
No, it didn't. But is it supposed to not look good?
Who knows?
See, that's the thing. It's like maybe they already were like, yeah, let's just make it.
The budget went to the cast.
Correct.
That's where it went.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just like it feels like they just kind of threw ideas around for this, right? Like, oh, we got to have a possession. We got to have, devil dogs. We got to have implied rape. Like,
yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't make the story move or anything like that. It's just like this would be fun to put in right here, and it's like, whoa, what? It doesn't have to be in here though. What about surviving a little bit more? I would have loved to see more of a survival movie between all of them, but
Yeah.
being as their celebrity selves, be like when who's the bigger guy that's the friend? I forget his name. He makes the food, and he's like, "Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Danny
that's so
McBride.
yeah," and he's like, "That's the only food we have," and I thought that was hilarious because he doesn't know. So yeah, like something like that, I think would have been a lot more funnier than it is.
Yeah.
Um, or even like when he the same person Danny McBride goes out and then survives as a cannibalist. Spoiler alert: he's a cannibalist. He doesn't die, and has Channing Tatum as like his doll, pretty much. I still
That's
think that is
hysterical.
so funny. He goes, "Hey guys, it's like that's Channing Tatum."
Hand off my dick.
Like, yeah, like
Uh,
I don't know what is like improv in this movie too, because it probably could, a lot of it could be, but like yeah,
I
like
think
get
most of
your
it probably is at this point.
yeah,
I do want to talk about the best scene in the movie,
okay,
which is the exorcism of Jonah Hill. Like when they
mm-hmm.
when they come into the room and they just start quoting The Exorcist, and he's like, "Power of Christ compels." He's like, "Does it? Does it, Jay?"
That's Jake.
That's great. And Jonah Hill's performance in that scene is hysterical. Um,
hmm
but like, again, I don't know why they went for that kind of like rapture apocalypse angle for this. I think it would have been much better. Like, you still could have done a lot of the same thing if it was like, what if California had the big one, like the
hmm
big earthquake, and they have to survive until help comes, right? And
Yeah,
like, it's not as bad of a situation, right? But they, like they're so stupid that they
yeah,
have all this stuff happen, and they like most of them die or whatever, and then like the firefighters show up and they're like, "What are you guys doing? We've
yeah,
been fine for a week." It
yeah. hmm
would have been so much better. But like then they go the
Or
whole
like,
religious kind of angle, which is like,
hmm
I don't know.
but or like what you're talking about with the big one is like they didn't go outside the house and were like, oh, we have to stay in because it's the big one, but it's been a normal life for like 3 weeks after the big one or something like that. Would have
Yeah.
been hilarious. Like some,
Mhm.
again, survival situation, which us the fans are like face palming on what they're doing. You're like, why are you guys doing that? That makes no sense, kind of a thing. I think
Yeah.
would have been a little bit more
Like,
funnier.
like story idea. What if like one of them who wanted the friends to just kind of hang out and stay together looks outside and realizes that things are fine and getting better or whatever, but then
hmm
makes them continue to think that it's terrible.
Yeah, because he wants to bond with
And then like the
everybody.
firefighters show up or something, and then they all realize that he's a liar. I mean, I hate liar revealed, but like there's at least a message there about friendship and like wanting to stay together when you're growing apart, kind of a thing. But like
hmm
this one just no this one just kind of, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it definitely feels tacked together. They threw on stuff because they had to add a story
hmm
to give them some justification for like bad things happening and other people dying or whatever.
hmm
Um, but I, I I do want to talk about my least favorite part of this movie, which
I have
is,
a least favorite part too.
oh, I wonder if it's the same.
Okay,
What's your least favorite part?
the ending.
Ah, me too.
Okay, good.
Literally, it feels like they had no
So
idea what to do.
exactly, and it was like, okay, let's get the Backstreet Boys. It's like, but why? And those halos above their head are absolutely disgusting. And when they first meet too, I think it's just hilarious how bad they look. But it's just like, what did they didn't have anything planned? They're like, we made this movie, and then the directors, well, I mean Jonah Hill's director, but like
Seth
he
Rogen.
was like, oh, Seth Rogen's director. He's like, but how do we end it? Like kind of situation. It's like, well, let's do this. It would be hilarious. And it's like, it's not that funny. Like it doesn't make me dance or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just
So
kind of like, okay, I don't know why you did
yeah.
that. Like
Mm,
James Franco's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, everyone else. I'm trying to remember if did Jonah Hill make it?
Yeah. Jonah made it.
Or literally, it's just James Franco that died, and then obviously
Which was
Danny
that was
McBride stays
the
behind. That was funny though. It's like that.
yeah.
That I feel like is a
I'm
good enough
going
message.
up. I'm going suck my dick.
Yeah,
Oh
literally,
no.
literally just like I take that as like a little bit of a dig at people who are falsely
hmm
religious, only to try and get into heaven or whatever, instead of actually believing their you know stuff. But yeah, the ending was just terrible, man. Like why? They didn't know how they wanted to end it, and that's kind of frustrating. Also, I'm just gonna say it's like a lot of the comedy doesn't work. Like, I do not care about drug humor. Like, it's not funny to me. I know these guys are stoners, but like, why? Like,
but
why,
we can't relate to it.
I can relate to other things. I can relate to things about parenting because I am the child of a parent. I have friends that do drugs, right? Like, but it doesn't mean that I relate to that. It's just not funny to me, and they kind of lean on that a lot. But like, there are things that work, and whenever they're using the camcorder, is really fun. Like, I drank my piss for the first time today.
It wasn't that bad.
And then brings the glass up is great, or like Seth Rogen peeing into his own mouth.
I had to skip that because I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Sorry.
The best edit in this movie is the part where Jonah is getting raped by the demon, and then cuts to the next morning. He's just like,
yeah.
That's part. It's such a good cut, and the performance a little bit is so good. But I just think this movie's a mixed bag. I don't think it's as funny as I used to think it is. I don't think it's particularly inventive. Like, there's better movies about celebrities playing themselves. You know, I think of Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that one's so good.
Definitely better than this one, like in terms of like the same idea of a celebrity playing themselves. But I don't know. I think this is just a mixed bag. I err on the side of liking it just because I do think it does have enough moments that make me laugh. And the overall idea of them just being friends and wanting to like hang out and make a movie is great too. Also, I don't know whose idea it was to make Michael Cera like the most unforgivable piece of shit.
I know.
I don't know why it was, but that really works for me. So, but yeah,
that's a movie.
Yeah, it is certainly a movie that exists. Alrighty, Kevin, this was your pick this week. What was your final thoughts and score?
Final thoughts was it is still funny, but not as funny as I thought it was going to be, especially when I first watched it. The CGI is absolutely dog crap in here, and I wish it would have gone a different route as them surviving in the house together instead of having the apocalypse happen. These guys are all funny guys, and I think they could have worked a little bit more well with a one area situation that happens that we were talking about. All that put together, I give it a 65 out of 100, which accumulates to 3 stars out of 5. It's good. It just wasn't as good as I remembered it.
All right, I'm definitely in the same boat. I think that it's not as funny as I remembered it being. I'm just not a fan of like the Seth Rogen group really anymore. Like, I don't really connect with these guys. I do think it's one of the better of this group's films. Like, you know, I think it's around the same as like Pineapple Express, which I think is also towards the top, but not a movie that I particularly love. There are some incredible moments in this movie, though. The exorcism of Jonah Hill is really funny. Whenever they use the camcorder is really good. But like when it focuses on drug humor, it's not that funny. And the entire, like whenever it just leans on the apocalypse angle, I think is really just, I don't know, it doesn't hit as much as I would like it to. If it was a little bit more grounded, I think it would have been a lot more funny. But I err on the side of liking it, so I gave it a 57 out of 100, which is a 2.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd for me. But that is going to bring us to the end of this week's Movie Club. No, it's a little bit of a shorter one, but there's not really a whole lot to say about a comedy that doesn't really make you laugh all the time. So
yeah,
comedy is very hard to review kind of objectively like this because comedy itself is very subjective. It's either funny or it isn't. But question now falls to you, though. What do you think of This Is the End? Go ahead and leave those comments down in the section down below. But remember to be respectful of one another because it's really not that hard and we need to be better. But next week, we're going to be covering a film that I've been super excited to watch because I haven't watched it yet, which is the sci-fi drama The Shape of Water, which obviously Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein's coming out on the very day that this video releases, so make sure you watch that on Netflix. But make sure to watch Shape of Water before next week so you're not spoiled. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those wonderful things. And, of course, we have this show that goes live every single Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and our live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, make sure to keep those eyes on the screen.